Galactic Federation of Light Update, December 29, 2015. 12 Akbal, 16 Mal, 12 Manik. Selamat Jawa. The world rejoices as the deliveries finally begin to manifest. A new era for surface humanity begins. In the first part of this coming Gregorian New Year, you are to see a series of astounding events. New governance is to alter your world's current international patterns, and along with the rise of global prosperity is to push your eons long concept of debt slavery into the trash bin of history. This is only one of many primary beliefs that are to be abandoned by you. You are to reconnect with the belief that you possess an inner power, and this combined with the collective ability to support each other is to thoroughly reorder each of your many regional societies. This rise of personal empowerment is to enable you to swiftly solve most of your present problems. These include the current power and resources difficulties, as well as those that involve food, housing, and redistribution difficulties in many parts of your world. In short, you are about to reinvent how your world operates. This is just the start of what you are to quickly accomplish. This realm is as well to see a new birth of freedom and equality. This process of re-educating yourselves is to be ongoing. The purpose of most of the world's education is simply to create a world filled with the common set of realities that are inculcated into everyone. The purpose was to forge obedience to a monetary system and hierarchy that put the masses at a serious disadvantage. This process is to be globally abandoned. In its stead is to be a system that emphasizes the power of the individual and gives you the means to achieve your dreams. This is to be revolutionary at first, as each society needs to begin a massive process to alter its very core. This is not to be done easily as most still think in the older, more familiar ways. Governance needs to explain the efficacy of the new ways, and encourage the development of these ideas about freedom and equality. Once we are formally recognized, we intend to aid the work of your ascended masters and plant important new seeds. These are to emphasize the new opportunities given you by your prosperity and growing freedom. This new set of societies that you are to build is just one of your many coming accomplishments. At present, Gaia is being poisoned by radiation, polluted by emissions from your cars, trucks and factories. In addition, you are in the midst of a vast extinction of your flora and fauna. This horror is further escalated by an immense worldwide misdistribution of your natural resources. Your persistent mining and culling of this land and its various living resources further exacerbate this misdistribution. You are to begin to resolve these problems before we land. At that time, we are to assess your progress and quickly finish what you have started. Gaia wished for you to correct what is now wrong with your societies and to begin to prove that you are committed to forging a new realm. This is to allow you to better understand the sacred relationship between this global society and Gaia. This new set of realities is to be brought home by what your ascended masters are to teach you about your sacred origins and what has occurred to you since you were plunged into the amnesia of limited consciousness by the priest-scientists of Atlantis. The Anunnaki and their minions largely misstated this history over the past 13 millennia. We wish to quench any remaining doubts that you have when you meet your mentors. It is vital that you thoroughly understand what erroneously happened to you. This odd journey of yours has cast a strong shadow on how you think and act in this realm. It is important to completely correct the lies and mistruths that you now possess. You are wise in how the dark operates. The part that is to be added is a series of truths about you, and a thorough restatement about how realities actually function. This knowledge can prepare you to move more easily in the wondrous realms of full consciousness. Blessings. We are your ascended masters. We come on what is promising to be a most joyous occasion for everyone. The dark is beginning to fade from the scene. We bless all of heaven for this most gracious time. What you are next to do is to prove to all in heaven what a truly brave and courageous group of souls you are. This past year began in an ignominious manner and finished in a most magnificent way. You are on a path that is to allow you to re-enter the realms of the light and to bask in the joys of triumph. This time is when you can use your wondrous newfound focus to envision how this realm is to be altered. We are preparing a series of special presentations to guide you regarding who you really are and to know what happened to you over the past 13 millennia. This set of glorious facts is to permit you to finally grasp the full extent of your history and how it relates to your grand destiny. These sets of true stories are to help you get a bigger understanding of what the Anunnaki did and how their minions operated. We have long wished to be allowed to explain this freely to you. When we began our various missions, we were told of this tale in great detail. It is not to be judged, only to be told. Many of the artifacts that you have unearthed over the past few centuries have been manipulated by the dark. It is time to remove this veil and bask in the light of the great truths that these items represent. You are a great people who have survived a most arduous journey. We are here to reveal a number of truths and to explain what a series of so-called secret signs mean. The twisted origins of numerous things are to be revealed. It is this that can begin to set you free and squarely on the divine path to your enlightenment. In this vein, let us repeat a great truth. You are a most sacred group of souls. We have the privilege of supervising and guiding you. This is something that we do not take lightly. Long ago, we were designated by heaven to watch and use the ways of divine grace and mercy to move you toward the light. This task has taken us millennia to achieve. At times, each of us has been born, lived, and died among you. We are to employ this worldly knowledge to achieve our sacred goals. We know in detail what the Anunnaki and their minions have used to manipulate the truth. We know what it is needed to move you toward your momentous times when the power of the dark is to quickly dissipate. This process is permitting heaven to change you back into full consciousness to renew your connection with your spiritual and space families. Today, we know that you are on the verge of a great victory that is to end your massive ignorance about how these physical and spiritual universes operate. You are to be ready to meet your inner earth families as well. You are to learn how this realm is connected to the upper realm that governs inner earth and to begin to know what you are expected to do and be prepared to do it. Know, dear ones, that the countless supply and never-ending prosperity of heaven are indeed yours. So be it. Selamat Gajan. Selamat Ya, Syrian for B1. And be enjoy. Channeled by Sheldon Neidl. www.paoweb.com